Good morning, everybody. How are we doing?
Great.
Great. Are we awake?
Good morning.
Good morning. Woo! So, welcome to the Senior State Concierge Central Chapter. I think most of you know me, but if you don't, actually, I am Bill Graff. I'm the founder director of the Senior State Concierge. This is the agenda. I'm going to do a little introduction to the Senior State Concierge, our mission, vision, why, and how. We'll do member and guest introductions then. We have a spotlight speaker today, which is Gail, Stolzenburg. And then we can do open discussion, testimonials, challenges, successes, just some general things, and we can do announcements and events, and any open and needed categories, we can talk about that as well, if we have enough time for that. So, why? Actually, let's start off with the mission. The mission of the Senior State Concierge is to bridge the gaps in the senior services industry. We know that there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of services, a lot of different senior services out there. And so sometimes it's really hard to connect those dots. And being a bridge is what our goal is to connect those dots. When a family or seniors need help with certain services, we can connect them together. So that's what our mission is. Why? And really, our why is very important, is because we really care about our seniors and their families. That's why most of us are in this industry, probably all of us, right? Because we've maybe had a situation where we were having to be a caregiver for our personal family or knew somebody that was, and it's a difficult thing. So because we all been there, we care, that's why we are here. That's our main reason. The vision is really to be the preferred, trusted, all-in-one senior service or resource organization. It's a big vision, but I think it's something that we can strive for, and it's really important to be an all-in-one organization where you can go and get any type of service that you want. How? Again, we provide caring and connected organization, trusted resources and solutions for seniors and families. Okay? And really the key in there for me is caring and trusted, and that we all connect. So even though we're not a traditional business networking organization, we do network together and we do connect together, because we have to get to know each other and trust each other and know that we care, so that when we give a family a certain service, whether it's reverse mortgage or long-term care insurance or legal services, we know that we can refer that family to them and have 100% confidence that they're going to take care of them. Okay? I won't go into this too much, but what we are, most of you know, actually being the new person that's learning about us, we are a semi-exclusive networking group, right? We're not really a networking group, like I always say, in the traditional sense. But we have 2 service providers per category, per each chapter. And we have now 4 chapters, and we're working on a Northeast and a Woodlands chapter. But the reason why we have 2 is because we don't want to have just one, but yet we don't want to be a chamber of commerce where there's multiple and we just, call these 5 people. That's what we're trying to avoid. So let's get 2 good, trusted service providers and give families 2 good choices, and they can decide. Okay? So what we are not is not a traditional business networking group, although we will network together because we have to. We're not an exclusive one member. We're not a chamber of commerce, and we're not a social club. We have a purpose here, and that's why we're here. This is all the central chapter members, believe it or not. But we don't have them all here. Wish we did. But anyway, you can see that we have quite a few. There's been some changes, a little bit of people moving around, but the whole key is, you can see we have anything from elder law, financial advisors, home renovations, real estate. I am a real estate agent, broker, reverse mortgages, senior living communities. So that's the whole point. In-skilled home nursing, insurance, long-term care, in-home companion care, hospice. The whole point is to give families one place to call and get everything they need. Alan?
introduction, so I'm next. So I come up, I'm
Yeah.
confused, face of king.
Oh, you want to do introductions now? Okay, I got you. Well, is that, okay, all right. So that's who we are. Let's do introductions. Sorry, I was like, gotcha. So at this point, let's go around the room. We're going to do introductions and go from there.
And then Alan.
Hi,
Alan, go ahead.
I'm Alan.
Burger. All right.
I help the members of this group help their clients and customers find the money to be able to afford the services that we offer. That's my specialty. Thank you.
Very good.
Awesome. And my name is Ashley Grantham. Some of you may formerly know me as a business development representative for Dispatch Health, so that's where I've seen a lot of people out in the field. Currently, I now work for Brookdale as the business development director for the West Division. So if you worked with Keely Jones in the past, I replaced her as she was promoted to an executive director position at Champions for Brookdale. So now I work for Brookdale, and I'm happy to be here. I'm 1 week in with Brookdale, so I'm still learning a lot, and I'm in training. But I'm excited to be here, and it's a great organization, and I'm excited to get to network with you guys.
Great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good morning, Stephen King, King Insurance and Senior Health Services. I work with seniors to help them understand Medicare, whether they're 64, needing to know how to sign up for it, or they're already 67 or 8 and on a plan and just don't know what to do. I've had a few of those this week, and anyone who needs help with Medicare or someone you know who's struggling to understand what they need to do, give me a call. Stephen King, Senior Health Services.
We're supposed to be lining up. We didn't follow directions. Good morning, my name is Monica Evans. I'm with MedCorp Preferred Hospice. Hospice isn't what you think, guys. This is something that's gonna help assist seniors and their families with support, comfort, and care. We wanna get in front of the seniors much earlier than that last final breath. I am Monica Evans at MedCorp Preferred Hospice.
Go next.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Shannon Kappa. I am an end-of-life doula, and basically I support families through some of the hardest times of their life. I tend to work along with everybody in this room, so I'm kind of not a solo person. I need you guys to help me serve better. So working with you guys is part of what I do to help take a lot of the pressure off the family so that they can focus on loving their person while they have them there. So if you guys have any questions about what I do as an end-of-life doula, please feel free to text or call me anytime.
Hello, I'm Joel Berry. I'm an independent insurance broker for 31 years now. My specialty is life and long-term care insurance. Also have products such as a short-term home health care product and cancer and heart attack, stroke, and cancer policies. But I'm an independent broker, so I can work with numerous companies. I have the freedom to shop around, find the best product for my clients. I'm Joel Berry, independent broker.
All right, good morning. I'm Angela Odinsky. I'm an estate planning and elder law attorney. My job is to help people navigate the legal complexities of aging and figuring out what are the best documents that need to be in place and what are the terms of those documents and how can we best protect our loved ones when they reach a level of incapacity, and how can we best make sure that their futures are secure as they age. And so I am estate planning and elder law. I also do probate and special needs planning. Angela Odinsky. Thank you. And I work with all of y'all too. I need everybody. It's a team effort.
Yes, thank you.
It's a team effort.
I'm Lori Ferris, and I'm Lori Ferris, and
in front of the table.
and I work with senior living specialists. We're a placement company that helps families figure out what next, if they want to stay at home, try to help them stay at home. That's when I bring in Legal Eagle or, you know, any people that, Adele, people that can make them stay home, caregivers, home health, hospice, whatever. So I'm constantly dispatch health, like all the things that I do. And then I, this guy, I refer to this guy. So, and then if they care or if they think that they would like to look at communities, teach them how to tour, negotiate rates, and help them go on their journey. And then that's the next step. Realtor, Angela, and downsizers, and everything else. And then we'll bring Shannon in at the end. So I mean, I use everyone along my journey, and congratulations on your new job. I actually have got took on my first colleague. She actually was executive director of this community, and her name is Ashley as well, Arrington, and she's handling the Cypress, Spring, all the way up to Conroe area. So she's also a member of that.
What was her name?
Ashley Arrington.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she came to the last meeting.
Yeah.
So she's in the senior state concierge, that side of the world. Okay, thanks everyone.
Right.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm glad I just made it on time. So my name is Christian. 101 Mobility. I'm the owner of 101 Mobility in Houston. And what we do, we provide freedom and independence to people with some disability, physical disability. Basically, we provide everything from a grab bar in a bathroom to an elevator, including any type of lift, stair lift, wheelchair lift, patient lift, pool lift, name it. If it has the word lift in it, we probably do it. Ramps, some bathroom remodeling, usually about removing a tub, creating a rolling shower, things of this nature. I've been with the senior estate concierge since at the beginning, I guess. So this is what, about 3 years now? 3 years. Yes. I really appreciate the community. I really appreciate having the possibility to refer people to the resources that all the services that our seniors need at some point are there, here, in a single place, vetted. So that's really what I like with the senior estate concierge. If you have any question, I'm available. Thank you very much.
Very good.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Gail Stolzenburg, Senior Wellness Coach, and I'm also the member speaker today. So let me start out with a little background on my involvement with health. It was kind of a journey. The first step was when I was 9 years old, and I got one of these mail order courses on bodybuilding and strength and exercise and so forth. And Angelo Siciliano was, I see a lot of black, anybody here recognize Angelo?
Charles Atlas.
Maybe you recognize him by his second name. Charles Atlas, the world's most perfectly developed man. He won that worldwide title several times, and all of the information that he provides is still relevant today. You'll notice on the screen here that he addresses me as my dear friend. Okay, that's the way it goes to everybody. So, when I was a teenager, I got involved with the sport of judo. Some of you are familiar with judo. I was actually a competitor. I was a coach. I had several judo clubs. I was a official. I refereed international judo events, and I was a officer and board member for the national governing body and represented judo on the U.S. Olympic Committee. My picture is the middle arrow, you see, at 16 years of age. My instructor was,
Oh, no.
we blew something there, what happened?
The mouse.
The mouse went down,
The mouse
and
fell.
it changed something.
Oh, no.
Is it
The
coming
mouse
back?
is on the floor,
The mouse is down here.
It is,
ran out of cheese.
this should come, we have to go to that table box. It should come around.
Yeah, who moved the cheese?
It was Gail.
That's the third one.
This one. Maybe jiggle your cord a little bit. There we go.
You coming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you, Bill.
There we go.
I'll try not to do that again. So, my instructor, Roy H. Pop Moore, he was 64 years old at the time. God, he was an old man. I mean, this is a picture of him 20 years younger. He could have given Charles Atlas a little bit of competition. He was actually also a wrestling coach, and Japan hired him to coach the Japanese team in the Los Angeles Olympic Games. And then this is me in my judo outfit. I still get on the mat once in a while. So, I told you about being involved with the judo clubs. I also owned two health clubs, one in Austin and one in Houston. And then I suffered from some problems, bronchial problems. I had asthma, I had allergies, I had bronchitis, and I started studying about the wellness and health, and I got a degree from the American Life Science Institute in health sciences, and after that I was able to eliminate all of my health problems, and I have taken no pharmaceutical drugs, not even an aspirin, since that time. I began sharing what I learned, and so I give talks about health and wellness at this time. So what is a senior? Well, there are 332 million folks in the United States. 34% of those are categorized as senior if you go by what AARP calls a senior. Actually, when they get a little bit older, well, they get a lot of benefits, and that is 6.5% that are in the assisted living facilities. That means there's a lot of seniors that the senior state concierge deals with that are not in facilities. Life expectancy is 78 years. That is 30 years longer than it was in 1900. There's a lot of benefits of being a senior. You get the discounts, the tax deductions, the health insurance, Social Security, and there's some problems too. You've got health problems, financial problems, emotional stress, memory loss, those things. This is an interesting chart. My pointer will show you at 50 years of age, there's 10 million and women and 10 million men. When you get down to 85 years of age, there's twice as many women as there are men. I'm not sure why, but you probably know. We're going to talk about the 5 top items. If I were to ask you to name 5 items, well, there's many items, but you'd probably pick some of these as the top items. So starting with nutrition. Where do you find the worst nutrition being served?
McDonald's.
It's in schools, it's hospitals, it's assisted living places. The worst possible nutrition that you could ever get. So, your body is like 60 or 70% water, and so what we suggest to our senior clients and their families is to focus on high water content food. 60 or 70% of what you eat ought to be high water content food. And we say, eat the rainbow. That means red would be a apple, yeah, or red bell pepper. Yellow would be a banana, and green would be a avocado, and so forth. You can't go wrong by eating the rainbow every day. You want to balance it with 50% being carbohydrates, something like 35% protein, and 50%, that's essential fatty acids when I say fats. Unhealthy things are things like starches. It is everything that you like, right?
Yeah.
But very detrimental to the glycemic index. Also think in terms of reducing the amount of meat and dairy products because of creatine and carcinogens and so forth. Water is an important part of a senior and everyone else's life because that is what gives us hydration and that is what moves the toxins through and out of our body. We say 8 ounces, 8 glasses, should be glasses a day. Digestion is one of the most important aspects of health. Your gut is where all of the good and bad bacteria resides. That is where the nutrients are brought into your body. And we call it the second brain because the gut communicates with the brain all the time. You know, when you're eating, it's a little slow. It takes about 20 minutes for the gut to tell the brain, I'm full. So we tend to overeat at times. Hippocrates says health begins with the gut. When we talk about nutritional supplementation, most of us know what we see on the television. There's a great book. It's called The Nutritional Guide, the Comparative Guide to Nutritional Supplements, and this lists 1,600 different products. One of the most important things about nutritional supplements is that they are pharmaceutical grade. Most nutritional products are what we call food grade. So it's like comparing the difference between having pizza and having penicillin. When I began taking nutritional products, there was only one company that had pharmaceutical grades. There's not enough that you can put into one pill that will give you nutrition throughout the day. So it's important to take nutritional supplements in the morning and in the evening. If you had a pill that had everything, it would be about the size of a golf ball when you couldn't swallow it. Remember that it never replaces healthy food, so that gets back to what you're feeding the seniors on a regular diet. The reason that I take supplements, number one, is that food doesn't have the nutrition it had years ago by a large margin. And number two, it's been 30 years without a cold or a flu or a sick day or missing a day of work. So this is a particular product that I take and that I recommend to my clients. You'll notice that it says AM on one packet and PM on the other packet, and there's 5 or 6 pills in the packet in order to give you enough nutrition. This tells you what I receive every day from a nutritional supplement standpoint. Physical activity, your body is made to move. And if you're doing a lot of sitting around, then every 55 minutes you need to get up and do jumping jacks. You need to move the blood from your feet down to your head so that you can start thinking better again. There's many benefits to exercise, you know most of them, but I can tell you this, that one of the important ones is flexibility. People being able to reach down and touch their toes to the floor. It's amazing, as people get older, they lose that flexibility. We have 2 types of exercises mainly. One's called cardio, we used to call it aerobic type exercises with oxygen meaning. And this is the exercise that most people get wrong. You see, they think by going for a walk they are actually improving their heart. Well, the heart is a muscle, just like a bicep. And as you walk, your heart adjusts to that rate. In fact, if you stay at the same pace, your heart will actually become smaller. Now, the only way to change this is like you do any other muscle. You have to stress it. So I used to work out with Ruben Gonzalez. He was a 4 times Olympian in 4 different decades. And what he'd do on a bike, a stationary bike, is that he would warm up and then he'd go as fast as he could for about 30, 45, 60 seconds and bring that heart rate up. And then he'd slow back down again, let it adjust, and then he'd go again, bring that heart rate up. This is the only way that you can actually build your heart. Walking at the same pace for a period of time, it gets you a little bit of lung capacity and so on, but it's basically not helping the heart at all. The other type of exercise, and this is the one that most people miss, is called weight resistance. When you see that pretty movie star with that white upper lip saying, "Got milk," milk actually leaches calcium from your body. Here's a baby calf having milk. In 90 days, it's going to be 300 pounds. In a year, it's going to be 1,000 pounds. Give me some more of that stuff. Anyway, we're the only animal after 3 years of age that even drinks milk. But we see it on TV every day. So, weight resistance is useless. Weight resistance done slowly and then stressing at the peak for a second or so, and then down slowly is the way it needs to be done. You can do it at home. The Charles Atlas that you saw at the beginning of this actually does what they call dynamic tension, and he does it all muscle against muscle, push-ups, chin, those kinds of things. Weight management is a very, very important aspect of the physical activities. Stress management is the cause of many diseases. One of the things that we have to do to combat stress management is to go to sleep and you want to get restful sleep. That means that you don't watch the TV and see the murders and the rapes and the crime all before you go to sleep, because that's what your brain works on while you are trying to rest. There's many types of activities like Tai Chi and yoga, stretching, prayer, meditation that you can do. I want to tell you about one particular meditation that I recommend to my seniors, and that is tapping meditation. You're familiar with the meridians that run up and down your body and that the acupuncturists or acupressurists work on. Well, there are meridians in your head too, and we do tapping of these positions at the same time that we meditate. What we know is this: the tapping solution is just one of many, but it has over 5 million clients at no cost on that solution, and in the first week, stress is reduced by 46%. So we're recording this, and you'll be able to pick up that link at that time. Stretching is another important aspect. I start every morning with tapping meditation and stretching, and here's a link to a couple of stretching exercises that you can use. Massage is another important part of stress. Not everybody can't have a masseuse, but by the way, my wife and I took a course in massage, I don't know, 6 months I think. We bought a massage table, and we used to give each other a massage every single day. Now, she has problems with our arthritis now, and so we're not able to do that. But you can do in the shower a massage. And I don't have the link to it here, but I have a 5-minute massage, thorough massage that a person can do even without assistance. The most important thing you can do is smile, laugh, the greatest stress reducer. So if you find yourself stressed up, just guffaw. Some of you don't know what that word is. Formerly used by seniors. Okay. Intermittent fasting is the greatest tool you'll ever have. There's a myth about breakfast. You see, your body, most people's body, go through about 8 cycles. Go through 3 cycles of 8 hours each. From noon until 8 o'clock at night is the ingesting, the intake, the eating aspect of the cycle. From 8 o'clock at night till 4 in the morning is when they process the food in your body, okay? And from 4 in the morning until 12 noon is the elimination cycle. You wake up in the morning and your tongue is coated, or you have sleepers in your eyes. Your body is getting rid of the toxins. Now, what do you suppose would happen if you interrupted that elimination cycle, where you're getting rid of the toxins, by eating a nice big breakfast? Well, the most important thing the body does is digestion, so it slows down everything else. And so what happens to the elimination cycle? That stuff gets stored in your lymph nodes or throughout your body. Terrible thing. So when you go to sleep, well, when you eat your last meal at 6 o'clock, and you go to sleep, you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you have breakfast, how long have you fasted? 12 hours, right? So, no big deal. But, first thing you want to do when you get up in the morning, by the way, because you're dehydrated, is to drink that glass of water, or maybe several glasses. Anyway, so what we want to do is to gradually increase that period. So, from the 12 hours, it's easy to get to 14 hours or 16 hours. I do 18 hours a day, okay? That means that I have 6 hours left from noon to 6 to consume all the food I want to consume. What happens is when you give your body more rest, it's recuperating, it's rebuilding, and so important to do that. So you want to be able to increase your heart health, your performance, your thinking, and eliminate diabetes and obesity, all of these things. Fasting is the greatest thing in the world. I know a lot of religious sects have fasting times and so on. So it's something that they knew a long time ago about. About once every month or two, I do a 3-day fast, and that totally rebuilds your body. It's amazing the difference that you will feel, and you feel it immediately. When you stop, you don't want to eat a big hamburger, you want to have unrefined carbohydrates, so on. This is a free app. I've got it on my cell phone, and it's called Fastic, and it'll actually educate you on fasting, and it'll keep track of the water that you eat, the steps that you take, and your overall health. But great education tool. You can get it at no cost. I didn't mention this, but we'll throw it in for free. Memory improvement. One of the things that the seniors worry most about is not being able, long-term, short-term, have memory. It is just a skill that you have to learn to develop, and you improve it with practice and healthy habits. So eating things like berries, green veggies, nuts, fish, those will help your memory. Doing games like crossword puzzles. My wife and I do what's called Rummy Cube. Great exercise for your brain. Most of us are right-handed, so we shave with our right hand. If you will switch and start shaving with your left hand, this activates the brain, and it's the greatest thing for the seniors to do is start using the other side. The way you learn, when you memorize something like you do in high school and you forget it the next day, right? You just memorize it for the test, that's all you try to do. But I never, ever use notes when I'm giving a speech, whether it's 10 minutes or whether it's 2 hours. And I do it through word association. When I say to you, think about the elephant, do you think E-L-E-P-H? No. You think about this animal. You see, we think in terms of pictures. And so the way to improve memory is associated with pictures. I don't have time today, but normally I take a class through a session on how to be able to remember the top 10 things that you've got to do today or that type of thing. You need to have a coach. I've got a coach. He's 2 times the world champion, no, U.S. champion for memory. And I learned a lot from him. So, thank you for spending the time with me this morning, and as a gift, I'll give you a copy. This is actually an e-book. My name's on the e-book, but most of the work was done by a physician friend of mine who's a specialist in nutrition and digestion and health and so forth. It's the best book I know and the most up-to-date book that I know on the benefits of digestion. You are what you eat and what you think and what you do. Thank you. So, we've got time for one question. This gentleman in the back.
Are there any supplements or diet changes, whatever, that would be good for someone with arthritis?
For arthritis?
Yeah, is there anything you can do about it?
You know, the answer is yes. There are supplements that do help with arthritis. It's not CBD I'm talking about here.
Okay.
But there are, because my wife has arthritis, I know, and I know the supplements that she takes, and I'll be happy to offline share that with you.
Okay.
Okay. And any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
Gail, how can we get you to come where we are and talk?
Well, what you have to do is invite me. And the way you do that is you go to Gail at GailStolzenburg.com, and I've spoken to thousands and thousands of people around and across the country, and I'll be happy to come. And the charge is very minimal. I always have a contract with the people that I give a talk to, and I explain to them that the charge is just $1,000. But if you will give me the list of the people that attended and so on, I'll be happy to waive the fee. Yes, Al?
You indicated you take no prescriptions, but you take a series of supplements.
And the supplements, by the way, the ones that I take, you guys know what the PDR is, the physician's desk reference, that big thick book that the doctors go to see what they call them side effects. They're really direct effects. They're just trying to tone them down, but they're direct effects. And what the dosage and so on is, well, the supplements that I take and recommend, they're in there, and no side effects listed.
Who gave you the prescription of which supplements to take? No prescription.
I studied 200 different companies. Now, I showed you a book, and by the way, I'll pass that around for you, that this is a comparative guide to nutritional supplements. And in there, you'll see that they went to all of the top nutritionists in the country and said, how much vitamin A should you put in a pill type of thing. And so there's comparison in here. And if I looked at the ones that you're probably familiar with, I looked up at Centrum. Oh, they're rated like a hotel, 1 to 5 stars. That only has a half a star. And if I looked at One A Day, that has a full star for men, but for women it's just a half a star. The products I take have 5 stars, and they're the top rated product in the world. Question, Lori?
What do you think about liquid IV?
Liquid?
In your first glass of water.
Well, you know, I have tried many different types of liquids and what I do as far as water is concerned is I've got a little container, it's called Brita, B-R-I-T-A, and I pour the tap water in the top and it filters it, and I've tested all these waters. You can go to the place that tests your pool water and they can tell you what's in that water. Anyway, I tested it and it tests the best of any that I have used, so.
I know, but like, you know, I get up and I drink a glass of water and then I walk like 5 miles.
Yes.
And I feel like all day I'm never catching up on my water, and I probably
No,
drink
and
more
you,
than
and you
8.
probably aren't.
So I started with this liquid IV, it's like, you know, it's crystals in a
Yes,
glass,
right.
it's got salt in it, and I feel so good, like, I feel like I'm not, I mean, I still drink the amount of water, but I
Yes.
feel like I'm not behind, like I'm like,
Most people are dehydrated.
Right, I
You're
feel-
absolutely right, and
that's why this liquid IV, I don't feel dehydrated, like I can't catch up.
that might be a good idea. Any other questions? If not, I'm gonna turn that back over to you, Bill.
Well, thank you very much, Gail. Very good. Well done, as always.
Thank you.
As always. What we got up here? Chapters. Oh, the chapters, okay. Well, thank you. Awesome. All right, well, a couple things before we go down that. We can do that first. Yes. Okay, so we do now have 4 chapters, as you know, most of you know. This is the central chapter. And then we have an all chapters meeting once a month on the 4th Tuesday, which is the 28th, I believe, and that's at the Belmont Village. Everybody's welcome to that, and I would encourage you to go to that. Please RSVP if you're going to go, because they do give us a breakfast. So, and the purpose of that is each chapter, area chapter, has a once a month meeting, and then we have an all meeting so that all the members from all the chapters can come and meet and get to know each other and connect. You know, again, connection, networking is very important for the whole organization and for us to serve seniors and families, and that's really what it's all about. So, those are the different chapters, and we have chapter leaders for each one. Actually, right now, Southeast chapter should be going on as we speak, hopefully. Is there anything else on there, Gail? Open discussion. All right, well, with open discussion, everybody, I'm going to start off with the code of ethics. Really exciting topic, right? But it's a very important topic. Kristen, did you get one of these code of ethics? There you go. Everybody else got one? So we can look at them real quick. I'm not going to read them verbatim, but I would like the members to have a signed copy and put it up on the table there before we leave. But it's important, it's an important reminder every once in a while, because we are all working together, and one miscue, somebody maybe not doing the best job they can for seniors, or saying something or doing something online can affect the whole organization, and we don't want that to happen. So as a reminder, let's just go through them real quick. Be patient and courteous, right? When we seek to first understand and then be understood, we all come out ahead. Be trustworthy. Do what you say what you're going to do. If you're going to help somebody, say you do it, right? Be trustworthy. Make sure that they can rely on you. Be inclusive. Include everybody. We're all different. We all have different mindsets. We're all different people. Be inclusive of everybody. Be kind and considerate. That's pretty basic. Be respectful. Be compassionate and caring to others. That's what we're all here about, right? We're here to be compassionate and care about each other. If somebody needs something, reach out to them and help them. Harassment of others will not be tolerated. Any kind of harassment, any kind of negative things towards another company, something like that, or another person just won't be tolerated, and will be dealt with severely. Our differences can be our strengths. Again, be inclusive, appreciate each other's differences, and learn from them. Recognize that our public conduct can affect us all. It's pretty obvious. If you're out on Facebook, LinkedIn, any other social media, be careful what you say, be careful what you do. We all have different views, but that can affect everybody. If somebody puts something that's negative out there and they go, oh, that person's in the senior estate concierge, that could affect us all at the same time. So be careful what you say and what you do out there, okay? If you would, members, sign that, and if you haven't already, put a copy up there on the table. The other thing I want to talk about is a Twilight Wish. And most of you all have heard me say it over and over again the last few months. Thank you to Lori who connected us to Twilight Wish. Actually, you may not know about this. I think everybody else know what Twilight Wish is? Raise your hand. No? No? I don't know. You do. Oh, you can. I didn't see your hand. Oh, there it is. All right, so you've heard of Make-A-Wish for kids. Twilight Wish is for seniors. And Twilight Wish started up in Pennsylvania 10, 15 years ago, and they are building chapters around the country. We, Senior State Concierge, is going to start a Houston chapter of the Twilight Wish. So you guys are all part of this, and we're going to make a big impact on our community for seniors these are for seniors that, you know, don't have the finances or need something. It can be something as small as a wheelchair ramp in the front of their house. It could be as big as meeting a famous person. If we can grant these wishes, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to be doing a lot of fundraising. There is a team. It's Lori Ferris, Barry Crispin, myself, and Kim Ward. Okay, but we're all a team together, and we're all going to be doing this together. I got a call the other day from the executive director. Lori, I didn't tell you this, but Pete called me the other day, last Friday. So we might have our first wish for you guys, and it's a big one. So, 98-year-old lady, husband died in Italy during the war, I believe, all the details.
Which war?
Yeah. Anyway, there's a monument over there in his honor, and I guess I think it was the group that he was with, and she's never been there, and she's always wanted to go. So he said that wish may come our way, and if that happens, that would be a great wish. That's the kind of stuff we're going to be doing. It could be a small thing, but it could be something as big as that. Sending her to Italy. There's a lot of details, so I don't know all the details, but that's a possibility. Wouldn't that be exciting? Wouldn't that be something that'd be
Very,
really
if I
nice?
get to go with her.
Yeah, right. You know, people all go,
Really
right?
exciting.
Right. So anyway, there's some pamphlets back there with the Twilight Wish. Feel free to grab some, put them in your office, share them with other folks, let them know that that's what we're going to be doing, because it's a really exciting thing. Okay. Anything else? Announcements and events. Alan's going to be the member speaker, July 12th. Joel Berry, August 9th.
Okay.
And let Stephen or Gail Stolzenburg, the leader and co-leader of this chapter, know when you'd like to speak. Ashley, you're more than welcome. That's what we want to do, is give everybody the opportunity to have a 10, 15-minute talk and educate us about things. That's what we're about. We are a resource solutions and education organization. So, Houston Gerontological Society. Keep going. Christian, you have a Houston Gerontological Society meeting this Wednesday, is it? Or
Correct. Tomorrow, yes.
Gosh, that's tomorrow already. Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So, do you want to talk about that real quick?
Sure.
Tell us about it.
Come on. Okay. Sorry, I was not prepared at all.
Oh, I know, I put you on the
So,
spot. but you're good.
does everybody knows about the Houston Gerontological Society?
Yes.
Tonight.
Good, okay. So a few people, okay, it's an association. Well, I think what it is about is in the name, okay? It's a slightly different crowd, more lawyers, a little bit more lawyers, and health system professionals. And we meet typically every other month, but this year we're catching up with 2 years of virtual meetings. So we're meeting every month, and before the summer, the last meeting is tomorrow. We normally meet on Tuesday nights, but exceptionally to accommodate our venue, we are meeting on Wednesday. And why that? To accommodate our venue, because all our meetings happen in one facility, just an assisted living or independent living, depends. and we offer the food. I mean, all members get, and it's free for the members. The membership is quite reasonable.
Mhm.
Okay, and you get an hour of networking with a drink, and then a full dinner, seated dinner, and most of the time, not every time, but there is always a speaker, and most of the time with a CEU for either nurses, case managers, social workers. So this is a Houston Gerontological Society. I happen to be the president this year, so that's why I'm speaking here. Okay, and we've been meeting every month since March, yes, and it's been quite a, yeah.
Would you send it out to us in an email, sir?
I did already, but
Yes,
we
it has been said. I've seen Bill's. What happened is there is an individual membership and a corporate membership. What Bill did, he took a corporate membership that allows 2 persons of that organization, whichever 2 people of that organization, to go for free as a member. Okay. Well, theoretically, it would be more people of the board, but we've extended that to all members of the Senior Estate Concierge. So any 2 members can come for free. Additional member would have to pay, I think it's $25, yeah, it is, $25. But even for $25, it's still a good deal, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Senior State Concierge has a membership. So each month, 2 members can go. I think some of you saw the email. Hopefully everybody saw the email I sent out. It's like the first 2 that raised their hands got to go.
It was an hour too. Or
Yeah, I know.
I'd already put the
Sorry
$25
about
on my
that.
card. I was like, wait, where were you an hour ago?
So I don't even remember who was it that, I don't remember now off the top of my head who the 2 were, but it doesn't matter. Okay, Angela and.
Yes.
Where do you physically meet? Where is the physical?
It depends. It's always a
Tomorrow
different
night.
type.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night is the Brookdale in the Heights.
Yeah, Brookdale Heights.
Yeah. And that will be on, the next meeting will be in September. That will be the Brookdale on, it's called Westview. Yeah.
Okay.
It's, yeah.
So can you go if you're not the 2?
Yeah.
No, you can
go.
You just have to pay $25.
Okay.
Anybody can go, it's just a.
I really encourage you because it's it's different from here.
Yeah.
We usually have very interesting speakers. Sometimes it's even fun. Yeah. I mean the speaker.
It is fun, it's always fun, it's always good.
But it's
Does it involve alcohol?
the purpose of the Houston Gerontological Society is a lot about education.
Yeah.
So it's very educational. We also have provide grants usually for education for certain people towards a degree in the field, of course.
It's great because it's not a networking group necessarily.
Right.
So many people there are your ombudsman, they're the people who work for the Area Agency on Aging, they're community professionals who go out and try to educate the community on dementia, on caregiver resources, and so they're not necessarily businesses. There's also, I love it, there's usually a team from like Baylor College of Medicine,
Yeah.
and they're always doing interesting studies that might be
Yeah.
beneficial to your clients, to your people, and so having them as resources are incredible. I really, it's such a different community with the Houston Gerontological Society as opposed to the Senior State Concierge, but both sections are so needed. I love it. I've been enjoying the meetings, and tomorrow's going to be really exciting because it's about pro bono legal assistance.
Yes.
So that is very near and dear to my own heart because I often get people who come to me and they can't necessarily afford my services, and I need to know like where to direct them. And sometimes it's landlord-tenant issues. Sometimes it's issues that I can't necessarily do anything with. But we're talking about Section 8 housing. We're talking about other benefits that I don't know a lot about, but somebody in the pro bono legal might be able to assist them. And so I'm very excited about tomorrow night's meeting, and I think everyone should come because inevitably you're going to have people who are going to need legal services that they can't necessarily provide for themselves.
Yep.
So anyway,
Thank
that's
you
my-
very much, Angela. I think
That's
next
my
time
bad.
I will try to give it to you because you know much better than I do. So,
Yeah.
if you want to come, I mean, it's open, of course, but we'd like you to register because we owe our venue, our host, we know a head count, okay? Because they're providing dinner, so they need to know how many people.
Can
So-
we register still through there today?
Yes, absolutely. Please do that today because I'm going to provide a head count tonight.
Okay.
So if you could go to Bill's email again, and there is a link to Eventbrite where you can just register.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep. All right, very good, thank you, Christian.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris.
Okay, any other announcements or events that you want to talk about?
On the the next meeting, I'm sorry, it's at 8:30 also.
For this meeting?
Yeah, I mean, at the
Yeah.
Belt Mall.
The all meeting.
The all meeting is at 9 o'clock start.
Okay.
And we push it back just to give everybody an opportunity with traffic. So we
Okay.
start at 9, goes to 10:30.
Okay.
And we do have a speaker with, gosh darn, I shouldn't say that. It's anyway, it's out there. I don't,
Okay.
it's not Care Patrol, it's,
What do they do?
it's a nonprofit.
Like Care Partners?
Care Partners,
Oh, I love them.
that's what it is.
I just did a 3-part series with them on like legal things for, so, yeah, Andrea Williams?
Yeah, yeah.
She's wonderful.
Yep, yep. So that's who's gonna be speaking. So if you can make it, please do. Bring a guest or visitor, that's fine. Just let us know that you're coming and if you're gonna bring somebody, okay? I don't think I have anything else. Oh, Gail keeps telling me to keep going. Open categories. Well, there's a lot of open categories. I can't tell you all of them right now, but I know there's a lot of open categories. If you are interested in, if there is an open category in this chapter, one way to find out is just go out on the website and you can do complete the application, and it will tell you if it's full or not.
In
So-
each section.
In each chapter.
Okay.
Yes, so that's how we have it set up now. If a new member wants to come in, they just fill in the online application. If there's already 2 service providers in that category, it'll not allow you to select that category. That's one way to find out. The other way is just call me or call Marion and say, hey, there's our spot open there. Okay. Or go out on the website and see, even though not all the information, I'll be honest, is not all up to date on the website, and we are constantly working on getting that all up to date, okay? So, if you guys are out there on the website and your information is not there, let us know, please.
I can let you know that Angela's not on there, cause I went looking for her the other day and
I'm not on where?
on
No,
the
I think
website.
Oh, I should be on the website.
She is, it's just, sometimes it's hard to find people, and that's what we're working
Okay.
on, is
Yeah.
exactly how. What we're trying to work on right now is we're trying to put a directory on the main site, so if you go into one of the chapters, I can't show you right now, but if you go into one of the location chapters, there's a search, and you can search from there. But it's not on the main site for some reason, so we've been working on getting that in a directory.
So if we search, do we have to search by name, or can we search by topic?
You can both.
Okay.
Both, okay? And again, if you see any discrepancies out there, just let us know, because we are really, every day, working on trying to get it all sorted out. It's a pretty complex website and system in the background, okay? All right, well, thank you all again for being here.